Yo, what's going on, guys? So I wanted to do a quick little recap video since I was unable to stream today, which I apologize for. There was a couple things that I definitely wanted to cover. One of those being the fact that our two-stage delivery from FOMC and that stream did end up playing out, as we did end up getting price overnight during Asia session, and then also in the London session when it actually took out that data high. So we did end up getting that two-stage delivery. Just a little unfortunate that it played out, when it did, a little bit late. But going into today, obviously I did not stream this morning. Was having some issues with the internet, and was also having issues with the internet on the FOMC stream yesterday. So just decided not to stream at all. And also I was not like super, impressed with the price action coming into the morning, and I was a little bit worried that we were just going to get maybe even like a seek and destroy type condition. Looking at price action, from Asia to London, generally speaking, like when you get a large overnight range and price moves a lot, that is generally when you get more of a seek and destroy type profile for the AM session. And in this case, we didn't really get a seek and destroy. We just got a continued expansion. So from Asia low to really New York open, we had moved 375, close to 400 points. And so far today, including Asia low, we have moved over 500 points on the NASDAQ after the rate cuts yesterday. So just a lot of volatility, a lot of movement. And I did end up taking a trade today, a couple of trades, but did not end up actually catching anything during the AM session. So just to recap the trade that I did take, going into this morning session, like I said, I wasn't really sure what to expect, what kind of action we were going to get. If anything, I was feeling a little bit more bearish or wanting to see a reversal just because of, again, not seeing price really have a manipulation overnight. When I see price just expanding, Asia, London, right? We just keep expanding higher and higher. It makes me want to treat the opening range, like first 30 minutes of market open, as a Judas swing to the upside, and then see price reverse, which in a way we did kind of get that to play out. As you guys see here, market opens up. This is a 15-minute chart. We wick to the upside, and then we do sell off, right? So we do sell off, which there definitely was an opportunity to catch a trade to get short. I was unable to do so, however. If you look at the AM session right here, you can see that price opens up here on this candle. We drive down initially. I believe we put in an SMT divergence with this low here with ES, which, I did not participate in just because I wasn't looking for longs, but did see this long opportunity happen, I guess. So we had SMT at this low with ES, and then price pushed up one more time, and then before the macro, so macro doesn't start till right here, this push down, that would have been potentially a trade that I was interested in. However, thinking back on it, the reason that I didn't take it, I see this fair value gap in here that one could have gotten short from and caught the move down to this low here, taking out all of this liquidity. And the reason that I didn't end up taking that was just because the SMT was at the low and we were delivering up from bullish inefficiency. So I just didn't really care for it enough to, participate in it. Price does run down, take out this low. I was, waiting to see if we were going to, reverse, come back into the range, or if we were going to respect this inefficiency here and then just push lower. Obviously, we pushed through it quickly. So then, at that point it was like, okay, I think it's very likely that we're going to just get like a classic buy day and just see price expand from the volatility, obviously from the rate cuts yesterday. And unfortunately was unable to catch any of this move, just for whatever reason, hesitated in here, didn't like it enough to take it. A lot of second guessing was going on. So I never ended up capitalizing on any of this move to the upside. And my trade did not come until much later. So my trade actually came when price, we have this run up, right? And if you jump out here to a 30-minute time frame chart, this is pretty telling on where everything is going to line up for my trade. So we had this basically 30-minute bullish engulfing candle here. So what I wanted to see was I wanted to see price trade back down into here. And if you pair that up with the lower time frames, like here on the 1 minute chart, that is this 30-minute candle here. So this is the 30-minute candle from 10 a.m. here to here was that big bullish candle. And then the following 30-minute candle pulling back was right here. So what I was looking at was if you were to draw your fib from any of these swing lows that I guess you could use that took liquidity, looking for price to deliver back to discount, deliver back to OTE of the range. So looking from here to here, you see that price did indeed deliver back down to discount. So price does trade back down to discount. And unfortunately, what I was looking for was an SMT at the low before joining in on the longs. So this is where it got really interesting, and I really had to, test my patience because I was wanting to get long like from this leg up, but then when price started pulling back like this and started inverting these inefficiencies here, I was looking for SMT at these lows, and I just didn't see an entry opportunity that I liked enough to take it. So then price starts rallying again. I'm like, shoot, got left behind, missed it. Luckily for me, price came up and it left this high. We left this high open. We did not run it out. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, we just ran up, generated more buy-side liquidity, and now I'm looking for the same thing again. So took another Fibonacci tool, went and drew up the OTE fib on this price range, and then also had marked out this inefficiency in here. As a Reaper, I'm not like somebody that looks for the Reaper model necessarily very often, but to me, it just kind of stuck out to me. And it made sense because it also lined up with OTE, of the range. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, price comes down. If we run this low out, I actually had placed my buy limit below this low. So the moment that this low got ran out, I got triggered in. And then what happened is I got triggered in. As price started rallying up, my stop loss was basically just below this Reaper fair value gap. And as price starts trading up, I loved the reaction that I got. I was in nice profit almost instantly. I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to just trail my stop to break even. And then basically I got stopped out of break even on the next candle. We trade lower one more time, turtle souping again. And then what I did was I scaled into a 15-second time frame, and as soon as we inverted a fair value gap on the 15-second, I got back in. I put my stop right below this candle low, and then as price started trading higher, basically I removed my risk the moment that we traded above this high, and we never worried about coming back really until we spiked down here really quickly to redeliver, reprice, however you want to call it, mitigate this inefficiency in here, test this order block, which literally tapped it perfect, and then we ran for the equal highs that were put in up here. So the actual trade looked something along the lines of this. So looking like that, stop was below that low, just targeting equal highs up here, ended up being almost a 1-to-4 risk to reward. Just had one mini contract on for the trade, so no partialing was done. It was just quite literally get in and get out, and I just went risk free pretty early, and it was just gonna let it play out, which it luckily did. But it was a lot of patience. The other, I guess, confluence you would use was that this also was in the macro. So another reason that I had to be just really patient today was because I was wanting to see everything align, but also wanting to see it align with time and price as well. You can see like here, this move was also in alignment with the macro. And I think really what just happened here is I hesitated on it. And I didn't see everything that I wanted to see, which included like the SMT divergence here. So that kept me out of this initial move here. But it doesn't really matter because it gave me a second chance to catch it here. Luckily, it didn't run out the high here. The moment that this high was ran out, this trade was going to be done for me. So again, just fortunate that it pulled back. And if you guys, I guess, want to see, I do have another markup posted on my YouTube community tab with the P&L and everything from this trade. So feel free to go check that out if you would like to. Otherwise, guys, let me know if you have any questions. But confluences for this trade was one classic buy day. A lot of volatility, just taking advantage of the volatility while it was present from the rate cuts yesterday. Obviously, we had unemployment claims this morning. So everything aligned the way that you would want to see it align in terms of, time of day, the day of the week, and all of these sorts of things. And then just taking advantage of the volatility while it was present and just staying patient. I think that was the biggest key. I think there would have been plenty of opportunity for me to get, induced into the market, both directions, short and long. But really was just staying really patient and waiting for those retracements to discount of the range, OTE of the range, waiting for those lows to be ran out to look for my entries after the fact. And it definitely paid off today, just being super patient. So yeah, man, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. Let me know how you guys did today. Ever since that high was taken out, to me, we've more so just accumulated than anything. And now, obviously, getting towards the end of the day, we're starting to retrace a little bit. Kind of that power of three open, high, low, close for the daily candle is in effect, right now. If we take a look at that, here's our daily candle as of this very moment, guys. So that was that. That was the trade of the day, guys. Hopefully you did well today. Hopefully you guys are also in the green. And I will be back live streaming tomorrow morning to end out the week. But hopefully you guys did well today. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.